Hello, this is Mr. Smith, and I just want to go over the taxes activity. And this might be titled a little bit different in each class. But basically, just to look at the directions here, in order to pay for government programs like the military, education, police, or water treatment, it must collect taxes. All three levels of government can tax, and there must be many different methods. So we're going to complete the tax ranking exercises. And toward the end is a short article, and there are directions after it. So if we go to here, click on the document, it will open up. And when it does, of course, you as a student should make your own copy. And you can see when it opens up. It has the highlighted directions. And so just to start off with, it says exercise 1, click file, make a copy, and complete each section as directed. So there are 4 things that we're going to be looking for. Certainty, which means everyone knows the amounts, the due date, so the information is out there and it's all certain, everybody knows it. Simplicity means it's easy to understand. Equity means it's fair to all. And of course, that's probably the most opinionated one, what your idea of fairness is. And efficiency, which means it's easy to collect. So before you get started, of course, don't forget to click on File and make a copy so you have one for yourself. And each tax is going to be given a grade. So the example here, let's say there's a gold brick tax proposed, $100 per brick by January 1st. So certainty, everyone knows the amounts. This is going to be pretty easy to advertise and put out there. Simple, easy to understand, yes. It doesn't involve that many steps. Equity, fair to all, that one on a scale of 1 to 4, we might only give it 2 because not everyone has gold bricks, so not everyone's going to be paying this tax. So in a sense of fairness, no, not necessarily. However, we'll give it some fairness because some people might say, well, if you're rich, you have gold bricks and you can afford to help pay more for public services, for instance, like roads. And efficiency, easy to collect. Who knows who has them? I mean, unless there's some kind of registration system, we don't know who has them. We'll just have to rely on their ability to come pay the tax. And so we might only give that a 2 as well. So if we add these 4 together, 4 plus 4 plus 2 plus 2, and then divide by 4, we get an average of 3. And so you do the same thing with each of them. You read a little description. Here's a description of the federal income tax. You read about all the different parts of it. So you decide, is this certain? In other words, is everyone going to know about all this information? And that looks like a lot to remember. Simplicity, well, it has multiple steps, and plus it says numerous loopholes and deductions. Equity, well, it does try to establish fairness by increasing it through the incomes. Efficiency, which once again is easy to collect, and it says withdrawn from your paycheck. So businesses do have to be involved in that. So each of those, 1 being the lowest, 4 being the highest, you give them each a rank, and then you divide by 4 for the average. You do that for each of these types of taxes that exist at the national, state, and local level. And then once you're complete, taking all that information in consideration, you read this short article. And this goes over the philosophy of John Rawls, who said that we have to be as neutral as possible when we're making decisions about economics in the government, especially things like taxes. So you just highlight and annotate as you usually would, and then once you're done with that, it gives you some instructions here. Pretend you and 99 other people have been selected to form a new society, and you'll be downloaded into a new body. You will randomly select cards that will list your intelligence capabilities, whether or not you have dependents such as children, jobs, income, etc. The chances of selecting cards that list children or a disability is the same chance that exists today, including the following income averages. So out of that 99 people, there's actually 100, including you. 20% of you will select cards where you make $12,493, and then 20% will select each of these, and so 20 of you will end up selecting a card when you make 200,941. So you have an equal chance that you do today of having a disability or lower intelligence or whatever. And you have a 20% chance of winding up in this gap, this bracket, another 20% chance in this one, this one, this one, this one. And so you have to decide based on this random chance that you might be in any of these categories or have some type of issue with your life, possibly. You have to assume you will not know which income bracket you will be in. So, random chance, 20% chance of each of these, and the same thing with other conditions. So you won't know if you have children or not, or if you have a medical issue or not, or some other type of inability when you randomly get your card of what new body you'll be put into. So before the card is drawn, which tax from the beginning of this document would you choose and why? So if you had no idea what type of reality that you're going to be in and what kind of person you'll be, which one of these taxes would you choose, and just provide a brief explanation at the end. And don't forget to submit the document once you're done on campus.